He served as the president's personal bodyguard. During a presidential speech, he shielded the president from a bullet and subdued the assassin, becoming a national hero who saved the country. After 2 years of recovery from his injuries, he was reassigned to the security detail, demoted to protecting the vice president's daughter. Yet during an outing at a bar, Monks was struck in his injured left arm by an unknown assailant, nearly endangering the vice president's daughter. That evening, the vice president's daughter, Honey Badger, was scheduled to attend an art exhibition. Monks was supposed to be on duty, but Ellington, leveraging her position as head of security, granted him leave. The incident at the bar had left Ellington questioning his competence. She refused to risk her career over Monk's potential negligence. Ultimately, it stemmed from her lack of trust in him. But while escorting Honey Badger to the exhibition, she needed to use the restroom. Following protocol, Ellington first checked the bathroom for potential threats before letting her enter. That's when disaster struck. After several minutes with no movement, Ellington sensed something was wrong and went to investigate. Inside, the bathroom mirror bore the word "sorry" scrawled in lipstick. Marmot had slipped past his security and fled. She escaped from the restroom into a storage room, then slipped out through a window. The man who had lured her away was none other than the professor who had tried to approach her earlier. Marmot believed this was love, unaware that the professor had ulterior motives. Just then, another man suddenly appeared on the scene. Before the professor could speak, he was shot in the neck. In truth, the professor had also been manipulated. Honey Badger tried to grab the alarm in her bag, but her captor gave her no chance. Meanwhile, Ellington had gathered his team and, with the arriving police, began searching everywhere. But since the kidnappers had dared to abduct someone, they must have been well prepared. Monks recalled noticing the peculiar dynamic between Honey Badger and the professor during his patrol. Drawing on years of experience, he suspected the professor's involvement. When they reached the professor's residence, they found him lying dead in a pool of blood, surrounded by Honey Badger's alarm and scattered clothing. Witnessing this scene, Ellington seethed with rage and resentment. The vice president's daughter was missing, and the Secret Service director rushed over to demand accountability. Honey Badger had vanished under Ellington's protection, so the director immediately ordered her to go home and stand by, handing the investigation over to the more experienced Monks. Ellington tried to argue, but the director cut her off. Monks, however, stepped in to defend her. While Honey Badger's disappearance was Ellington's failure, their close personal bond could prove invaluable for the investigation. With Monk's strong backing, the director reluctantly allowed Ellington to stay, though Monks retained command.
Find me Maddie.
Inside the White House, everyone was scrambling over the vice president's daughter's disappearance. Farr sought out the vice president and revealed that Pete had uncovered evidence of an affair between him and Gordon. Pete had already fled, and if he released the evidence, proving the subway bombing a year prior was orchestrated by the vice president and an arms dealer, the nation would face catastrophe. Yet Farr sought to exploit the vice president's daughter's abduction. He planned to use this major news story to divert attention from the subway bombing the vice president and Gordon had orchestrated a year prior. Farr's objective was simple: frame Pete for the kidnapping.